and welcome to Health 360. Once again this week we are putting the focus and the spotlight on health problems during summertime because it is getting very hot. This week we are going to focus on eye care, special care for your hair, also the latest skin trends. We're talking about allergens during summers, pollen for example, and also going to give you a sense of other infections during this time. I'm Sneha Mordani and it is summertime. Our eyes demand special care during summers. Have you thought about the fact that your sunglass is not just another accessory? It has to be of the right kind to protect your eyes from the harmful UV rays. Also, hydrating your eyes is important. When you go for a dip in that pool, chlorine can get into your eyes, and that's the reason why you need to protect them. How do you do all of this? Our next report is going to give you an idea.
Our eyes are our windows to the world. But how often do you do something about taking care of them? Most of us really allow our eyes to take care of themselves without realizing that neglect can lead to a variety of problems. In summer months, eye allergies and eye infections become the most commonly reported problems. The scorching heat of the sun can cause dry eyes, irritation and redness in the eyes. As a result, we must take care of our eyes in order to keep them healthy and bright.
In summers, the itchiness and all that is mainly because of allergies. Continuous itching in the eyes, one, watering of the eyes, two, and then the redness of the eyes. And sometimes the burning sensation. Now, itching of the eyes, you will see that someone if sees will see a red itchy eyes, and one will think what's going on. So sometimes it appears like a flu, eye flu, where you're getting watery eyes and itching in the eyes. But normally these are the symptoms.
As always, a few simple tips will help in keeping your eyes healthy, and it begins with eating right. A healthy diet is the first step towards healthy eyes. In addition to vitamin A, which is essential for our eyes, nutrients such as zinc, omega-3, fatty acids, lutein and vitamin C and E are essential for eye health.
Green vegetable, yellow fruits like amla, and even in summers like mangoes, carrots, that is for vitamin A. Then fish, eggs, all those who can eat non-veg, and this is something. So all these are sources of vitamin A. And then vitamin C, B and C. So these are multivitamins which you can take along with your food, and that keeps your eyes healthy. Definitely greasy food, oily food, and the junk food, definitely if it harms your body, it harms your eyes also.
Dry eyes are one of the most common eye problems that we experience during the summer season, which is why it's essential to use lubricating eye drops during hot weather, as these drops provide long-lasting hydration.
During summers, we tend to have burning sensation and irritation in our eyes. But have we ever wondered why? It is because we spend more time outdoors and our eyes are exposed to the harmful sun rays. If one does not take proper protection of their eyes during summer, it can lead to dry eye, which can develop into tear eye film and can evaporate quickly. So it is very important for us to lubricate our eyes in summers so that it adds moisture to our eyes and relieve us from the dry discomfort and help the tear film work effectively.
Our eyes, like our skin, are susceptible to sunburn from excessive UV ray exposure. This condition is known as photokeratitis.
The front part, what you see, what we call as the cornea, the white part as conjunctiva, they don't get a sunburn, but yes, the back of your eyes, which is the macula, or that is the most important part of the eye, where the rays fall, and from there it goes to the mind. That can get burned by the UV rays and all that. So that's why we say that during some times, the eclipses and all that, one should not see. So that is where it gets burned. And even in summers, or again I say winters, when a direct sun is there, you should not look directly to the sun, because that can burn that macular area, and that is called as a macular burn.
It's bright and sunny outside, and the first thing I would do is definitely carry my sunglasses with me. Not only because they look classy and stylish, but also because they protect our eyes from the harmful UV rays. But do not forget to go for quality check of the sunglasses that you're going to go with, as they're proven protection gear for our eyes for longer run.
Let's face it, sunglasses are just plain cool, and wearing them in the summer protects our eyes from UV rays. Look for goggles with wraparound frames to protect our eyes from harmful UV rays. This is extremely important.
Most of the good sunglasses, they have a UV protection, right? Even you can have a UV protection layer over your normal goggles also. Especially in summers in India, you feel a very scorching heat, and it goes into the eyes. So keep your UV protection glasses, and most of the good glasses, they have what we need.
Exercising your eyes helps to increase blood circulation and oxygen levels in the area. This area receives a lot of nutrients, which allows toxins to be removed naturally.
We ask a normal person or a patient to take a pen or a pencil, keep it in front of you, just look at the tip of it, and slowly bring it just with your hand extended, slowly bring it to the closer to your eyes, and where you see the blurring of the tip or a diplopia, maybe two tip, you are seeing two tips, just stop there, try to converge your eyes, wait, and just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you go back. Do it 5 times in one go and 5 times in a day. So this is something to strengthen your intraocular eye muscles.
Keeping your eyes protected during swimming, keeping sunscreen away from the eyes, exercising caution while applying it, ensuring hand hygiene are other ways of protecting your eyes. Bureau Report, India Today.
A lot of us are susceptible to summer diseases and summer infections during this time of the year. Many of us are also prone to summer allergies. Our next report is going to give you an idea about how to deal with each of these problems. Summers, given the harsh kind we see in many parts of India, have unfortunately become synonymous with some diseases, many of which we have told you about in our previous reports. Let's now give you a lowdown on serious infections and illnesses seen in the months of May and June in peak summers. Chicken pox makes one of the most common summer disease. It starts in the form of fluid-filled red and small rashes, accompanied by fever as high as 102 degrees, and ultimately turns into fluid-filled blisters which crust or chip over, leaving marks on the skin. Measles is another common summer disease. The virus that causes measles breeds faster during summers.
Measles and chickenpox are infectious diseases that mostly affect children, but they also affect adults as well. So if we look at the symptoms, these diseases have very typical symptoms. Patient present with fever, with sore throat, with coryza, with cough, and along with that there is appearance of rashes. Rashes appear within a few days after onset of fever, and these diseases have very typical rashes. So through the symptomology only we can reach up to somewhat the diagnosing measles and chickenpox. Then to confirm the diagnosis, we have got some blood test. By that we can quickly confirm our diagnosis.
Jaundice is again common during summers. It's a waterborne disease. It can be a result of hepatitis A and is mainly caused due to consumption of contaminated food and water.
Jaundice, it's like a disease caused by multiple organisms. First, I would say, first it could be viral. So normally hepatitis A and hepatitis E, they are waterborne, foodborne. So when we are drinking, eating, we should take care that our food is clean, neat, prepared, and should be sterilized. Okay, if you're eating on the roadsides and not properly clean, then you can get an infection. And hepatitis B and C, they are spread by blood, okay, by injections, by sexual transmissions.
Typhoid, also very common, often fatal.
Typhoid begins with some of the common symptoms like there is fever, there is body ache, there is decrease in appetite. Then patients can start feeling nausea, sometimes patient has vomiting. Typhoid is also commonly associated with ulcers in intestine and that lead to severe pain. Then there are some tests by which typhoid can be identified easily. There are blood tests available, we can conduct some radiological tests and we can diagnose typhoid disease.
Other than that, there are summer allergens that we must keep an eye out for. Here's what you should do. Track pollen counts. Keep doors and windows closed to reduce the amount of pollen and mold that comes indoors. Switch out air filters seasonally. Wash bedding and vacuum carpets and rugs. Shower and change clothes when you come in from working or enjoying time outside. Keep an eye on humidity levels in your house.
In autumn season, we see lot of trees and plants. We are seeing that pollens are being shed off from these plants and trees, and they leads to this allergy. This is an allergic reaction in which patient develop sneezing, nose, cough, coryza, and this is known as seasonal allergies or hay fever.
Hay fever is usually easier to diagnose than any other allergies. If you have allergic symptoms that only occur at certain times of the year, it's a sign that you have seasonal allergic rhinitis. Watch out for these symptoms and treat them at the soonest. In New Delhi, Sneha Mordani for India Today TV. Have you thought about the kind of special care your hair needs during summers? The kind of damage that the UV rays of the sun do to your tresses? What about the endless hours that you spent inside the swimming pool and the lingering impact of chlorine in that water? Once your hair feels limp and unnourished and undernourished, all you want to do is breathe life back into them. Our report is going to tell you how you can do that.
We often slather oodles of sunscreen on our faces in summers. Pick the choicest of products for our face. Use sunglasses to protect the eyes. But what about our hair? Summers demand special care for hair. Curated hair care routines to tackle frizz and dryness. As you embrace the summer, you must make sure that you tweak your skincare and hair care routine to look your absolute best during the hot and sunny days. The maximum damage is from harmful UV rays. UVB radiation is responsible for hair protein loss and UVA radiation is responsible for color changes.
In summers, it really depends upon the scalp type, because if there is oily scalp, then it produces more oil. So then the answer is no. But if the scalp is really dry, like some people, they have very dry scalp, and they have kind of psoriasis and all those other stuff. So their oil is needed even in summers.
Here are some things you must do. Experts advise using products that cater to fragile hair. Often we end up making common mistakes like using products without seeking advice from a professional. Using thermal styling tools without using a heat protectant, or even using the wrong comb. Also, our hair care products must be free from chemicals like sulfates and parabens.
If I explain to you a little bit about sulfate, it is like a foaming agent. It creates foam. So now we have to see if the hair is very oily or if we have put in oil, then the sulfate is required. But if it's everyday shampoo, then sulfate is not required, because it would work as a face wash to wash your hair. And parabens are like preservatives. You know, so there are harsh preservatives and there are soft preservatives. Soft preservatives are something like, if you see, like, you know, we use it in food, packaged food. So those are the softer ones.
Who doesn't love summers for the simple fact that it opens up swimming pools with chlorine found in them? Chlorine strips your hair of its natural oils. A dip in the ocean stresses hair in another way. The heavy salt content in seawater draws water out of your hair and skin, and we end up with pruned fingers and parched hair.
When you are going for a swim, apply some conditioner to the hair and let it be, you know, or maybe a light oil will do the magic for you. So just apply it and wear a swimming cap. That's very important. So you have to tie it up. If you have long hair, you have to tie it up and then put a cap onto it, swimming cap, you know, because that's how you can protect against the chlorinated water.
For people with colored hair, the summer calls for some extra care, as the heat can make the already dry hair even more dry and lead to dullness. Make sure you use products that are specially made for colored hair and address the concerns of dull and dry hair to give shine and vibrancy. This will also help in maintaining the longevity of the color and reduce fading. Heat can trigger frizz and make your hair look rough and dry. To tackle frizzy hair, you can apply an anti-frizz cream on your hair or look for an anti-frizz spray. There are a variety of anti-frizz products available in the market. Try them out. Further, quickly listen in to our expert on the latest trends that you can do to enhance your look this summer.
In summers, the bobs are very much in style, like chin length bobs. Then you have shags. In fact, different names also, like a wolf cut, you know, which is a mixture of let's say shags and a mullet or something. Like technically, if I may say, but definitely, like, this is the time to go shorter.
Exfoliators, chemical peels and hydrofacials. There are many skin trends these summers that you must explore. Here's the lowdown.
Exfoliators, chemical peels, hydrofacials. The internet is abuzz with skincare treatments that celebrities like Jennifer Aniston, Gwyneth Paltrow and Courtney Cox swear by and dermats advise. But what are these interesting ways to lift your skin and ensure the return of that glow? Chemical peels is one. These summers, doctors say chemical exfoliation is the best thing to do for your skin. Your skincare products work because they contain one kind of acid or another, which is why they produce effects. If you're into skincare and reading labels, you already know what AHAs and BHAs are and what they do for your skin. These are the two most popular kinds of skincare acids.
Basically, exfoliation is a process in which we remove the superficial dead skin layer. Now, this can be done by physical means such as microdermabrasion or dermaplaning, or it can be done by chemical means like various acids. These are alpha hydroxy acids or beta hydroxy acids. So, alpha hydroxy acids like glycolic acid or lactic acid or mandelic acid, these basically work for things like pigmentation to give you a refreshed, youthful glow. Beta hydroxy acids like salicylic acid, they are more preferred in patients who have oily skin, acne prone skin, because they reduce the oil production in the skin and thereby give a clearer complexion.
So what is new about this skincare acid, you ask?
Chemically, AHA stands for alpha hydroxy acid, and BHA stands for beta hydroxy acid. Now, because of the difference in their chemical structure and composition, they serve different purposes. So for pigmentation, AHAs are preferred because they work on the pigmentation process. They work to reduce the melanin production in the skin and thereby give a brighter, clearer complexion, especially in those who suffer from, either hyperpigmentation or dark spots, or even some kind of post-inflammatory scars that may be present. However, because of the composition of a beta hydroxy acid like salicylic acid, it works more to reduce the oil and sebum production in the skin. So this works best in those who suffer from acne, who have very oily skin, even those who have a lot of open pores. It helps to resurface the skin to improve the skin quality, texture, and overall give you a much clearer, brighter complexion.
Who benefits from it? BHAs are a great acid for sensitive skin types because they work gradually and do not irritate or create redness. As AHAs are more hydrating in nature, they are advised for people with average to dry skin, as they penetrate deeply to clear clogged pores, dissolve sebum and remove dead skin cells. BHAs, on the other hand, are ideal for people with oily skin types. BHAs are therefore strongly advised if you have delicate skin. It functions as a humectant and helps to keep the moisture level in the skin, so those with dry skin can also profit from it. Use this essential acid as a moisturizer, serum or even a mask at any stage of your hygiene regimen that you desire.
During the day, we should have a good routine with a good moisturizer and a sunscreen to ensure that our skin stays well hydrated and also protected from the sun. At the same time, we get the benefits from the exfoliating molecule like salicylic acid. Another few acids which we can use are lactic acid or mandelic acid or glycolic acid in low percentages. These are basically milder acids and they help in giving a brighter, rejuvenated glow. And they can be used if we suffer from things like pigmentation or dark spots, even blemishes, and it takes care of that. So these are some of the exfoliating molecules which you can consider this season.
Chemical exfoliators work best when combined with facials. You know that a quality skincare routine is essential for maintaining healthy, glowing skin, especially in the summer months. Spending more time outside exposes you to more dangerous UVA, UVB rays, dangerous radicals and unpleasant pollution, and all this can harm deep layers of your skin. The one behavior that by the end of the summer will genuinely improve your skin: regular facials.
Summer is the perfect time to pamper your skin and give it rejuvenating and refreshing boost. With hot and humid weather out there, it's important to choose facials that not only give you a glowing skin but also soothe and cool it.
One of the most go-to facial is hydrofacial. A hydrofacial is one of the most common procedures performed year-round, but it is especially popular during the summer months. Hydrofacial can improve a range of issues including brown spots, fine lines, enlarged pores, dullness, uneven texture and excess oil or acne. This makes it a good option for patients in a wide age range. Hydrofacials utilize effective serums and infusions to help nourish and protect the skin. These serums contain antioxidants which help reduce damage from free radicals. This is especially important during the summer months when you are faced with more sun exposure. The serums used during a hydrofacial are chosen with each patient's unique skin type, goals and needs in mind. This allows each patient to see the results they're looking for.
So I had opted for a hydrofacial and this is how my skin is looking right now. It's glowing. I feel so rejuvenated and the complete experience was so soothing. So you guys should definitely try this out. With video journalist Abhishek Singh, this is Kshitija Gosavi for India Today.
That brings us to the end of this edition of Health 360. We hope you enjoyed watching the show as much as we did, putting it together for you. This is also to tell our viewers that Health 360 is also now live on India Today's digital platforms. This every Friday at 5 p.m. We go live on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. Friday 5 p.m. So you can log in and connect with us there. You can put in your questions. We have an expert joining us on the relevant health topic of the week. Do not forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care of yourself.